taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And a good effort on the return. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
He's going to go on there.
That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Broncos. Ready.
Off the play fake. Bonds. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on your positioning where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Rig alert, rig alert. Pioneer.
Operating from the gun. Bonds. Now this aired out deep for Reed. It's caught inside the 25.
Give me them. Help me them. Let's go.
Inside the 25.
Let's talk about 13. Ah, baby. Go 13.
49
Get that ball, man.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Go.
Looking to throw. Bonds. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Indianapolis.
Back to throw. Bonds. Rush coming.
I saw you too late, too. I saw you too late, too.
It'll be a loss
Damn, I saw you too late.
sack, and it brings picks up second.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Bonds. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the third round. And he'll have this past the 30.
He's trying to hit some.
Out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson on the RPO. He'll keep it himself.
Come on with the bean shit, 2-6. Come on, 2-6. That's the other way, baby.
But he takes it to the 25.
Man, come on now. You threw it right to me.
42 yards.
Oh, you threw it right to me. Come on, 2-6. Don't do me like that, baby. I expect that from a lot of people, but not you, bro.
They run on
Nerves, make him run ball. Do the thing. Man, nerves. Make him fall. He's going to hit up, set him up there, bro. He got it.
11-yard line.
He got it. Yeah, he's
This
going, bro.
offense is locked in right now.
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it?
Man,
3
they just
plays,
gave you
3
it.
first downs.
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
All I know is, bro, they're supposed to be hit.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. He rifles
Take it.
complete.
I take it. I take it. You can go out there over 3.
There
Okay.
for just a 3-yard
Cool.
gain, and now 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook,
You said that.
pick out the plays that work best
Yeah,
for you.
you
You know what
said
else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves
1st and
them all
goal,
the
bro.
way
You
down
hit
to
that man
the
4
line.
yards.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks
crazy,
like
bro.
Jackson who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a
You hit
look,
the man
we'll
for
step
4
aside.
yards, bro.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. Here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a decent
So that boy turning red over there. Hold on, man. Boy turning red over there. Let's see who gets some shaking, bro. Get some shaking real quick.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They
Two
threw an interception the
down.
first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Look at this Baltimore defense.
Let's lay you down real quick.
Very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because
he's out of the
pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw
Oh,
and
he's
just
still
waits
running,
it
man.
downfield right over the head of his wide open
You just threw a dot over there in the corner, but now you can't even throw that.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
70 Lions. Cut 19. Cut 19. Go.
Back to throw. Bonds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
You said that first time.
Got the interception he threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another
There we go.
strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
What's
I
wrong?
like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a
What's
running
going
back
on
screen.
for real?
This one got disrupted right from the start and it ends up falling in.
This ain't like you two. I don't know what's going on with you, bro. You need to get a little attitude adjustment.
Here's 2nd and 10.
I see. That voodoo, man. What I got going on?
Robinson up the middle. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6
There
up
you
the
go.
midfield.
Let's just get another 3rd down. That's all we need. We ain't worried about nothing else but the first.
Of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw. Bonds. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Man, why he throw the ball like that? That's all I want to know. I'm already past everybody.
And the Ravens get the football back.
Come on,
and in
13.
great shape.
Pick what you gonna do, bro. You gonna be a superstar, you gonna goddamn blow the game. Which one you gonna do?
Baltimore with good starting
That's all I
field
want.
position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson.
2 6. I need a turnover and a pick 6 from you, man.
That time.
You owed me.
This
Either we got
defense
some
of the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to
He did
attack
go
them
in
this
the
week because when you take it away 4
Oh,
times
yeah.
through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's who he has. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards on that one.
That's all you want to do.
First.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Yeah, I always be like that in the first half. I mad me. Quick hope.
Jackson from the shotgun.
There you
And
go.
this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there.
Defense, big guy. That's all I ask.
The Ravens at 3-2.
You going 3 points. I already know you're
to start the season. And they come
I know
in
you
with
going
fresh
3.
legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that you're
yeah, see what I'm saying?
but when you get a chance to get your fresh legs
Let's
back,
hit.
you have to take that time and run with it. And
There you
that's what
go.
they're trying to get done here.
There you go, this shit.
Big chunk on the ground.
I gotta miss that whole man.
Yards.
They're talking about whole
You
man.
hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball. Part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than deal with him again on a likely carry on this down.
It's on.
Told you Lamar like that. I just told you the boy on them 3 points.
That's going to
Told you
go
Lamar like
loss
that.
of 2, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a
Told you
difficult
Lamar like
one to
that.
prepare
That's
for.
why.
One of the best
I
in
know
the
you go.
league.
You
They'll come
lose
at you
Lamar.
from all angles, and they did a
You
nice
want
job
Mark to go
there
off.
stopping him for a loss.
It's on. Sit on.
It should be a pick.
Jackson now.
You know what I'm saying? It should be a pick. We right there waiting on.
Taken down right at the
There
line.
you go. You doing
They
that
get
for
only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
You gonna win, man. I already know.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You gonna win it now.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and
You want
goal.
them 3. I already knew. Ain't nothing wrong with them 3. Them 3 safe. Them 3 safe.
DC, ready?
Safe 3 right.
180. Sit on. 180. What is on?
They'll try to run this one in.
Yes,
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Oh,
Great
good.
play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season.
That's crazy,
both
bro.
in this game. And the Ravens
That's
go up by 2
the
touchdowns.
number 1 tackle in the NFL right now.
Fair to say
He
they've
bounced
got
off on
something
him.
here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the
Number
ball
1
game.
tackle.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's
It's
often a
number
lot
1
of
tackle.
turnover, a lot of
That's good.
competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy
Man.
that his franchise can rely on.
See what you gotta do.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Check out the weather the storm.
After the touchdown, Luke
That's all
back
he
out
just
to
go
kick
right
this
there,
one
put some
away.
pressure on him for a pick. He'll keep on getting looking like that, I know.
And this return
Look at
going to come
him.
to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be down at the 35 for gain of 7.
Okay, ready.
3rd and 2. Back to throw. Bonds. And that nearly
You ain't catching the ball, though.
Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
That's a lot.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
One thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games. Coverage or not, the coverage was there on that one. No catch.
You for real right now?
No turnover either.
They gave you 2 of them already, though. That's what I'm saying. You gotta at least give me 1.
2nd and 10.
You man just trying to rope him like it ain't nothing.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Get a man down the field, it's Bateman. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 31-yard line. A good pickup there on 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 31. To throw again is Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
At the 41-yard line.
You gotta do something real quick. I need something.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner.
Need that peak.
Rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson.
Bro, stop that, bro. For real, they got to stop that.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 21. A real letdown.
What kind of reps you got in your pocket, man?
And a bundle,
but
they allow the conversion.
That's big.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Pratt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite
These
as big as
days,
the play
they
that
get
preceded
some.
it,
You
but
gonna hold me
still,
like that the whole
gotta like
game?
the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty
That's
good room to
bro.
run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That's what I said. You supposed to be the best player in the game, baby.
Right there.
You getting beat?
His 4th touchdown on the
Trainer.
year.
Come on.
And the
Come on.
Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles,
Brave.
that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now.
You got scored twice by here, bro. I don't know what y'all got going on. You need 6 goals.
Slowing down.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
We go 13. You owe me one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a four-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the Ravens pressure too much. Down he goes. Namdi Matabike gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Hey.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Bonds going up top. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Fielded at the 33. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him,
you ain't step aside nobody, bro. You just hyped the ball. That's all you did. Such.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
There's no doubt about that. Even if you
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Great field position at
Let's
the
go!
41-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
That mean, you gonna pop that ball up in a minute. You know what that means.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Lopez. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Up the middle they go.
Oh, listen, bro.
Past the 20.
How y'all missing like that? That's wrong with you.
Gets it to the Colts
7-yard line. Too.
77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
all of a sudden those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3
That's not
touchdowns,
sight.
the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And that will be incomplete as well.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the route is on. It's 24.
Lead, though. Y'all gave me a stop.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through. The
Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've got nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Second and 2.
Damn.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's
You trying, you go. You trying.
Is certainly organized.
You figure out the weak side of it.
Because the rush is providing
No, we need to go.
and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level of defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
We got. Bring him out, man.
Come on. 3,
Yeah. Hey. That's what it is.
60 average.
Still 10 in it.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
He big!
It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A big play there.
There you go.
47
There you go. That's my boy. I know you gonna come up big. You 6'6" for a reason, my boy. Let's go.
Down 3
It's one-on-one on
this
here.
game
This
was
little
really
bad
in
man out
danger
there.
of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on
One-on-one.
the road.
Get
Not
off
only
me.
to calm themselves,
Get
but
off
maybe
me.
tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead,
Get
the
the
calming
picture.
drive, now they
There you
have
go,
a little
there you
more
go.
confidence. Okay,
Need
back
3
in
more.
it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
What's up? I don't know what he's going to do. I don't even
And
know what
that's
he's
going
going
to
to do.
skip into the end zone
Man,
for a
who's that?
touchback.
Okay.
At their own
Let's
20-yard
get the
line.
next spot right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible
Get out of there.
scenario, right?
Get out of
Okay,
there.
we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here in this first half. 93 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, officer, hot.
Throwing is Jackson.
You like it,
He's
AT.
got him
You
complete.
like it, AT.
Just a gain of a couple
Some
there.
more I got some sign, baby.
And that's going to
Some
bring
more
up
sign.
second
Some more
down.
sign.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And their backs up against the
That's
wall
what we
a
gotta
little
do.
bit,
That's what
and
we
they
gotta
come
do.
through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They have to give us a kick.
Sit on. Run already. Sit on.
You see, he put that
Here's
motherfucker
Jackson
in there.
to
We get a
throw.
kick.
Bateman's got it on the crossing route here.
That's not cool.
The
Here we go.
Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
That's not cool. Here we go.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Again, Jackson. Looking left side of his goal. Caught it up. And the Colts pick it up.
There we go.
And a big
There we go.
turnover
There
as
we
his
go.
guys will
There
get
we
the
go.
football back.
There we go. Go
Obviously,
give us
got
another
on
one.
to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of
Here you go,
knocking it
good.
free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Following the fumble recovery, Bonds. He finds his man complete. It's Vasquez. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
Looking to throw. Bonds. That's going to be caught downfield.
He better not catch it. He better not catch it.
Touchdown.
Told you what we need. Every team been dropping backs all day, baby. He did
The
it.
first half is
He
winding
did it.
down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
See you in third quarter.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
No, we know that.
Pushing through tacklers at the 30.
We know that.
Yeah, they'll have very good starting field
We know Madden
position
gonna
as
match.
he's up just shy of
We
the
love the
40.
storm. That's all I know. We love the storm.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throw left side complete. That's Lopez.
There we go.
And he's going to
There we
get
go.
this down to the 35-yard
There we go.
line.
I appreciate you. Let it run. Let it run. Tick.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call.
Love be hurt.
The 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is into the end
Slow it in, bro.
Baltimore touchdown.
Slow for the space.
Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
No, bitch.
That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be
Yeah,
an elite
three.
speed wide
That's
receiver
all they
and
do.
have all
We
that
got the
yards
three
after
guy.
the catch into the end zone from your tight end.
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like
Gordon.
a Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Let's go. 7 Pirates. Viking 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Bonds. And it's complete to Mitchell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Go. 70 Lions.
Off play action. Bonds. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit.
Yeah, that's indeed right.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Craft all 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready?
Running with slant, and he finds Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Yeah, facing.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
70.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
Where the block at, baby? Where the block at?
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Back to 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell.
There we go.
And he's going to be taken
Yeah,
down with the first down.
I appreciate you for that.
Ravens 14.
Appreciate you for that.
Come down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. Down the left sideline. And down to the 29-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen
Jay,
him pull in balls like this before.
Can you open up the door for Nino so you can go outside?
Defense forcing that incompletion.
The back door. Go, Nino. Go. There goes Jake right there. Tell him, come on.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a handoff up the middle.
Oh, no. Tell me, you got D lineman hitting this man. Let's go. Got D lineman hitting him. He's just trying to wait time. He's hurt. See it. He's hurt. Let's go.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short
No, he's getting away
yeah,
from
now
this.
maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Jackson.
Yeah, they call flag.
Finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is someone on the field got confused because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
You like that, man?
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, that's just how they do it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now
it's caught inside the 25.
See the hit swing shirt. Let's go crazy.
Jaden Reed.
That's all we can do right now.
Touchdown of the night. And the
You gotta go
Colts
crazy. You gotta make a stop, so you definitely got to go crazy.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And all will be intercepted. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
No, he can't stop the deep ball.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Fuller. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Jackson now. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And brought down by the Colts. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Bonds. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Saw it too late. Saw it, man. They're too late. They're too late. Good block. Good block.
See if they got drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Bonds. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's pulled in at the 32. 47-yard punt, a return from 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's got a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration the body is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They want us to come back. That's all I see. They want us to come back.
The Colts
come back. Here we go.
Down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Bonds. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was
come on, baby.
So a big call there that brings up 4th.
That's their living.
The ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one.
That's good for the Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that.
They've come after him all
I'm open right there.
Nothing but
That's
pressure
6.
in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds
Make them run into each other. Make them
right.
run into each other, bro. Make them run into each other. I don't care. I don't hear it, bro. Make them run into each other.
57 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down.
Let's go.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
27.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Anytime.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
We stop winning all night. We can't stop winning. Save our life, man.
Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
It's on, Jack.
Down to the 26.
It's on, Jack.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
DC, right?
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Up the middle they go. Pratt.
Field goal. Come on, man. He's trying to get the field goal. Let's do it.
Brandon, I've got to think this
Man, you been hitting field goals all
offensive
game.
line
I like
gets
it.
faces, and I know it sounds crazy.
You
They
got
practiced
it.
for
You got
this
it.
back in training
got
camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from
I know
locking down the
you
game.
field goal kick.
Right now,
Right
they
now.
want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. There's that man again. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If he continues to throw these safe passes, who can blame him?
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find only to run. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make the play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's caught inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know.
He's to the 50.
This should have been the sack. Damn, all the way. This should have been the sack.
For a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 68 yards. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. On his loop for the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game, and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. The bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Madden, that's all. I ain't sleep. So
good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35.
They go back
to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They do double coverage and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
He ain't running the same route. He's going full speed and then.
That time on the young rookie.
Maybe 45 fast one? No, yeah.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held on the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They go play action now. Jackson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lopez. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know. Maybe keep throwing.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they take a knee.
Good ball, bro. Back of that,
and they'll indeed take a knee.
And the safety.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal.
Michael Wilson let him
He'll
keep
put
the
it
field
down
goal.
right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Well, that one drops down.
It's so double team over the side. Everybody was out there like, nah, we gonna be y'all one-on-one. Hey. I do to him? I'm happy. You score 50.
Back to throw. Harris. That'll be incomplete.
We don't gonna try you. We ain't got nothing to lose, man. Gotta have fun.
We've seen this
Score
quite a
the
few
ball.
times in this game. Offensive line unable to
All we
keep
can do.
leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw is Harris from the gun on third down. And unable to connect.
Stay in bounds, bro.
I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one,
Stay in bounds.
these guys are not giving up anything.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Madden, though. That pick, we need some picks over here. We dropped a lot of them, but we ain't tripping.
And they will take a knee here. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Baltimore, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at
Okay.